Hi there! I'm Lily from Golden Garden Moments, and if you're like me, your garden is your happy place. A little slice of paradise where you grow beauty, peace, and maybe a few snacks for the table. But not everything that's pretty is safe. In fact, some of the most stunning plants out there are hiding a dangerous secret. Today, I'm sharing 8 toxic plants you should avoid planting in your garden, especially if you have curious kids, playful pets, or even just love snipping fresh flowers for your kitchen table. These aren't just mildly irritating. Some can be life-threatening with just a small bite or even skin contact. So grab your gardening gloves, pour yourself a cup of tea, and let's make sure your oasis stays safe and beautiful. Oleander, Nerium oleander. Oleander is stunningly beautiful with its pink, white, or red blooms, but every part of this plant is dangerously toxic. It contains cardiac glycosides like oleandrin, which can disrupt your heart's rhythm even in small amounts. Ingesting just a single leaf can be fatal, especially for children or pets. Even burning oleander wood releases toxic fumes that can cause respiratory distress. Despite its drought tolerance and popularity in warm climates, the risks far outweigh its ornamental value. Symptoms of poisoning include nausea, vomiting, irregular heartbeat, dizziness, and, in severe cases, death. There's no antidote, so treatment is supportive and urgent medical care is essential. If you already have oleander in your yard, consider removing it carefully. Wear gloves and avoid composting any clippings. For a safer alternative, try crepe myrtle or butterfly bush, which offers similar visual appeal without the danger. Always prioritize safety over aesthetics, especially if you have curious kids or animals roaming your garden. 2. Castor bean, Ricinus communis. The castor bean plant is known for its dramatic tropical-looking leaves and spiky seed pods, but it's also the source of ricin, one of the most potent natural toxins known. Just 1 or 2 chewed seeds can be lethal to a child, and even a few more can kill an adult. Ricin inhibits protein synthesis in cells, leading to organ failure. Symptoms appear within hours and include vomiting, diarrhea, dehydration, seizures, and potentially death. While castor oil, used in cosmetics and laxatives, is safe because the ricin is removed during processing, the raw seeds are extremely hazardous. This plant is often grown as an ornamental due to its bold foliage, but it's simply too risky for home gardens, especially with pets or young children around. If you admire its look, consider using canna lilies or banana plants for a similar tropical effect without the danger. Always remember, beauty shouldn't come at the cost of safety. If you suspect ingestion, seek emergency help immediately. Time is critical. 3. Foxglove, Digitalis purpurea. Foxglove's tall spikes of bell-shaped purple, pink, or white flowers make it a cottage garden favorite, but it's also highly poisonous. All parts of the plant contain cardiac glycosides, the same compounds used in the heart medication digoxin. However, the dose in foxglove is uncontrolled and unpredictable. Ingestion can cause nausea, vomiting, dizziness, irregular heartbeat, and even cardiac arrest. Children and pets are especially vulnerable, and even handling the plant without gloves can cause skin irritation. Historically, foxglove was used in folk medicine, but its narrow therapeutic window makes it extremely dangerous outside clinical settings. A single leaf can be fatal. If you love its vertical drama, opt for safer alternatives like snapdragons or delphiniums, though delphiniums are also mildly toxic, so handle with care. Always supervise kids in the garden and teach them never to eat unknown plants. If poisoning is suspected, call emergency services immediately. Do not wait for symptoms to worsen. Your garden should inspire joy, not fear. 4. Lily of the Valley, Convallaria majalis. Lily of the Valley may look delicate and innocent with its sweetly scented white bell-shaped flowers, but it's deceptively toxic. every part of this plant, especially the bright red berries, contains cardiac glycosides similar to those in foxglove. Ingestion can lead to vomiting, dizziness, irregular heartbeat, and in severe cases, heart failure or death. Even the water from a vase holding these flowers can be poisonous. Children and pets are at high risk due to the plant's attractive appearance and low-growing habit. Though it's a popular ground cover in shady areas, safer alternatives like sweet woodruff or ajuga offer similar aesthetics without the danger. If you already have lily of the valley, consider relocating it away from play areas or removing it entirely. Always wear gloves when handling it and wash hands thoroughly afterward. Remember, just a few berries can be fatal to a small child. If ingestion occurs, seek medical help immediately. Do not induce vomiting unless instructed by a professional. A beautiful garden shouldn't compromise your family's safety. Hey, before we move on to the next few plants, quick question. Are you enjoying these garden safety tips? If you are, I'd be so grateful if you hit that subscribe button and tap the bell. Over here at Golden Garden Moments, I share weekly tips to help you grow a garden that's not just beautiful, but safe, sustainable, and full of joy for your whole family. Your support helps me keep making videos like this one, and trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming up next. All right, let's get back to those plants you should definitely avoid. 5. Angel's Trumpet, Brugmansia. Angel's trumpet is a showstopper with its enormous, fragrant, downward-facing flowers, but it's also one of the most dangerous plants you can grow. Every part contains powerful tropane alkaloids like scopolamine and atropine, which can cause hallucinations, paralysis, rapid heart rate, and even death. Ingestion of even a small amount, like a single flower or leaf, can be fatal. There have been tragic cases of teens experimenting with the plant for its psychoactive effects, leading to hospitalizations and fatalities. The plant's nectar can also be absorbed through the skin or eyes, so always wear gloves and eye protection when handling it. Despite its exotic beauty, Angel's trumpet is best avoided in home gardens, especially where children or pets live. If you love its dramatic look, consider planting moonflower or nicotiana. Both offer night-blooming fragrance without the extreme toxicity. Never underestimate this plant's danger. Symptoms can escalate within minutes. If exposure occurs, call poison control immediately. Your garden should be a place of peace, not peril. 6. Daffodil, Narcissus spp. Daffodils are beloved spring bloomers, but their cheerful yellow and white flowers hide a toxic secret. All parts, especially the bulbs, contain lycorin and other alkaloids that cause severe vomiting, diarrhea, abdominal pains, and even cardiac arrhythmias if ingested. Mistaking daffodil bulbs for onions is a common cause of accidental poisoning. Pets are also at risk. Dogs often dig up and chew the bulbs. Skin contact with the sap can cause daffodil itch or a rash or dermatitis in sensitive individuals. While fatalities are rare, the symptoms are intensely unpleasant and can require hospitalization. If you love spring color, consider planting tulips or grape hyacinths instead, though tulip bulbs can also irritate. They're far less toxic. Always label bulbs clearly and store them out of reach. Teach children never to eat anything from the garden without adult approval. If ingestion occurs, contact poison control right away. Don't let a symbol of renewal become a source of harm. Choose safer blooms for your family's peace of mind. 7. English yew, Taxus baccata. English yew is a classic evergreen often used for hedges or topiaries, but it's lethally toxic. Almost every part of the plant contains taxine alkaloids, which can cause sudden cardiac arrest. The only non-toxic part is the fleshy red aril surrounding the seed, but the seed itself is deadly. Ingesting just a few leaves can kill an adult within hours. Symptoms include dizziness, dry mouth, abdominal cramps, and rapid heart failure, often with little warning. Livestock deaths are common, and children are at high risk due to the plant's year-round presence and attractive berries. Despite its landscape popularity, safer evergreens like boxwood or holly, though holly berries are mildly toxic, are better choices for family gardens. If you already have yew, consider fencing it off or removing it entirely. Never burn yew clippings. The smoke is also toxic. In case of suspected ingestion, seek emergency help immediately. Time is critical. A beautiful hedge isn't worth a life. Choose wisely when designing your outdoor space. 8. Monkshood, Aconitum napellus. Monkshood, also known as wolf's bane or aconite, boasts striking blue-purple hooded flowers, but it's one of the most poisonous plants in the Northern Hemisphere. All parts contain aconitine, a potent neurotoxin that can cause numbness, vomiting, paralysis, and fatal heart arrhythmias. Even handling the plant without gloves can lead to toxin absorption through the skin, especially if you have cuts. Historically used to poison arrows, just a few grams of root can kill an adult. There's no antidote, and symptoms can appear within minutes. Despite its dramatic garden presence, the risks are simply too high for home landscapes. If you admire its tall, spiky blooms, consider planting gentians or salvias instead. Both offer vivid color without the danger. Always supervise children near ornamental plants and educate them about garden safety. If exposure or ingestion occurs, call emergency services immediately. Do not wait. Your garden should be a sanctuary, not a hazard zone. Choose beauty that doesn't bite back. And there you have it, 8 toxic plants that might look lovely, but simply aren't worth the risk in a family-friendly garden. Your outdoor space should be a place of peace, play, and connection, not hidden dangers. If you found this helpful, I'd love for you to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to Golden Garden Moments, and hit the bell so you never miss a tip on growing a safer, more joyful garden. Got a plant you're unsure about? Drop it in the comments. I read every one. And if you know someone who's planning a new garden or has little ones running barefoot through the backyard, please share this video with them. Thanks so much for gardening with me today. Until next time, stay safe, stay curious, and keep growing beauty with wisdom.